Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here, and Chilled is around here somewhere. Where are you, buddy?
Over here by the uh what is that stuff called? Lubricant.
Over by there. So I think
Brain
you're
fart.
making high speed piping.
Yes.
So the network itself is kind of lagging a bit because we're pushing things further and further out. Um, I've been playing around a little bit. Yes, I have a second quarry running. Yes, I broke the framework. Oops, sorry. Um, been dabbling a little with the laser miner because I didn't realize at the time that it also unlocks these things, the mining laser range booster. Standard for this guy is 5x5. Putting 2 on does 17x17. So I'm going to muck around a bit today. I want to unlock a couple of things first and show you what I've been working on in between, because waiting for 900 production yellow science has been interesting. So I've been crafting all the production yellow, and it's actually claimed in the book at the moment, the space part. We've got the 900 done. And I do have the 100 white down in a chest down there. But one of the things that was holding me up with the yellow, production yellow, was the low density structure. It takes a lot of tin, and I actually ran out of tin. And it didn't help that we had, we've only got there's 4 grinders up at the front of the base there. So I went and added to our network up here. So I've added another 9 grinders and another 10 sieves. So that was just because that's what fit neatly in that spot, and sort of, I don't know, it looks alright. I'll head down there and hurt myself jumping off an edge. But again, it's nothing flash, and I kind of burnt through a lot of power setting things up, but got this nice little zigzag laser pattern, which I was just having a bit of fun with. But we've got the 9 grinders up here processing our ores, and then feeding it underground here, and each of these is set up for a particular ore. I think this one's tin. No, that one's nickel. This one's tin, which is finally backstuffed. Finally backstuffed. But I literally had 0 tin plate. Had tin ingots, but 0 tin plate. So I was mucking around over here a little bit, trying to get the tin plates. I'd request 256 tin ingots into the plate press thing here, and run a few that way. I'm noticing that this isn't running at the moment. The nitinol, whatever it's called. It's not running because we're not getting the material in. We have plenty of nickel plate. I just don't think it's getting here because it's being used elsewhere. Thanks for all the drops. I don't want it. I don't want your stuff. But yeah, so we'll Chilled's going to work on getting some high speed piping to this area so that the items will come out here rather than go elsewhere, etc. I had to add a tank in for the raw gas because we were constantly backstuffed on raw gas. So now our solid fuel and all that sort of stuff's working a lot better than it was. So for this episode, as I said, I'd like to muck around a little bit with some mining, and I'd like to unlock that space platform. I don't think I'm going to get the platform done because those purple plates aren't crafting at the moment. I have set up a little, what are these? Immersive Engineering wooden storage crate with rocket launch pad items, a request pipe on the back, and I've been requesting, when available, the materials we need to do this. So I've got the concrete, that should be the 200 concrete. That's about 200 nitinol plate, that stuff. I've got the 100 electric engines, I've got the 100 heat shielding, I've got 50 circuit 5s and 50 titanium rods. That's all just for this launch pad thing. I still need the 50 low density structure. I don't know if we've got it at the moment. As I said, I was burning through it. Got 39 in here at the moment, so I'll take that 39 and let it do its thing. But yeah, so as we get each of these items, I'm just trying to prep for a later one. We just can't make this rocket control unit yet. And that is what I want to unlock right now by unlocking space theory. So let me dump this stuff that Chill dug up back into the system. And let's grab the 100 white research we need. Huzzah! C22 plan. Now everything else here is not available yet. The suiting up, there's no actual recipe for any of that stuff. I don't know where we get gloop from.
Probably from space.
Probably from space. You are correct. Can't do space rockets yet, but we can make a launch pad once we get the rocket control unit, which required the C22 plan. So I'm going to take my C22 plan. I'm going to head upstairs and put it into the crafting unit. That, or the assembler, sorry. That has everything else set up apart from the plan. I think it's a rocket control unit right here. I actually put a sign on it for once. We put the plan in. And it's already started crafting. So there you go. We are crafting rocket control units. It'll make 64 of them. I'm kind of at the point where I don't care how many it makes. I will just mine more of the earth to get more materials. Or just send our mining drone thing, which is kind of constantly running anyway. I wish it was faster. Wish it was faster. Right. So, now that that's happening, and we'll be able to open this up and see if I type rocket in, and we may have one. Nope, still don't have one produced yet. But we'll let that run, and then that's one less thing we need for the launch pad. Today, though, let's play around with this mining laser drill, just so I can give it the attention that it deserves, because it is quite decent in what it can do. So we're going to take this. I'm going to see how many range boosters I can put on top, to be quite honest. I want to see what the max is. And then to bring the items back, I want some of this and some of this. Why, you might say? Because I'm going to go over to wherever it is, logistics, and I'm going to unlock laser transportation, the L35 plan. Submit. Thank you very much. So now we can make item laser transport, not just power. And while I'm at it, I'm going to unlock the range modifier, so it can go to 30 blocks. Like so. So that gives us the L36 plan. So L35, uses of in an assembly machine. So we'll need to set up an assembly machine here, or maybe I'll just make some manually. But we can make the advanced straight away. We can make the item interfaces, steel rods, and chests. That's cheap. I've got to stop saying that because Golrith will change it.
You know he will.
Yep, he will change it. So I mean, do we want to set this up same way I did with the power ones, so we can just request them, or do you want to? How do you want to set up the items?
I don't know. That's entirely up to you.
Maybe we should just make a bunch and work with it.
You're talking about the laser transfers?
Yeah, the item relay. I might just make 64.
We're not really going to be using a whole heck of a lot of them, are we?
All right. Well, I'll just order the things and then use our manual crafter that we've got going over there. So let me get some 64 laser focuses. I would like some of them. It was circuit 2. This laser. Circuit 2, tungsten plate, lead rod. Lead rod, 64 of. Tungsten plate will be the thing that holds us up. Can I have 64 of them, please? That'll take a minute. While that's happening, we also have this. So we'll need... I'll get a few interfaces, probably just, I don't know, 10 of them or so. Let's get 120 steel rods and 10 chests. Chest. 10. Steel rod. 120. Awesome. And then what's the upgrade worth? Laser reader relay modifier is laser focuses and blank modules. How many blank modules we got in the system?
Not a whole heck of a lot then.
64. Don't fall in my trap. I'm going to make 32 of them. Let's grab another 32 lasers. All right, that should be what we need then. Sweet. So once all these materials come in, we'll go and make ourselves some stuff. I think I need to make more room in my backpack. I have a lot of junk in here. A lot of pipes. I don't know why I have a redstone torch. So I've got efficiency modules, I've got speed modules, I've got junk, right? Just keep putting things in the backpack.
As always.
Hoping for the best. Maybe I need to grab another backpack and use it for my building purposes. Chest, I'll need that and that in there. Keeping all these things because they will be used when we set up the laser drill. Okay, so I'm going to put a cut in the video here because you don't need to see me crafting manually a whole bunch of junk. But what I will do is just pick up all these items and I'll head over here and just show you that I made a stack. Did I make a stack or did I make 32? I can't remember how many I made. I made a bunch of, they're probably in the back. I made a bunch of the range boosters. So I have like 33 range boosters set up in and manually crafted up. Here's our A34 plan. There we go. So yeah, we're going to see what we can do with this laser thing. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. No, I've tried a few things with this laser interface. I even had to cheat the book in because I think the book is actually blocked. I don't know if you just get it on start or whatever, but I had to jump into creative to grab the actually editions book. I've read what I can about laser interfaces and linking things together and hopping item interface. Okay, maybe I need to make one of them, but I don't even know if this is actually available in this pack because things get taken out, etc. But I've tried to work out how to run this, and it's not doing what I want at the moment, so I'm kind of going to give up. It links up for the 30 block range. I mean, that's cool. I had that on top of there. I've tried a hopper. I've tried all sorts of stuff, translocators. It just won't transfer the item. I'm sure there's something simple that I'm doing wrong, and I have actually done this years ago, but I have done it before. It's not the first time I've used, the laser item relays. It's just the first time in a very long time that I've actually tried to use them. But yeah, what I want to do is I want to see how far we can get this laser to go. So I'm kind of coming out here into the trees, far enough away that I won't eat the side off our base or anything silly like that. I'm sure Chill will be quite impressed if I do that. Be some words to be had. I'm gonna go up a tree out here. I know it's our base. Come on. So yeah, just kind of coming out here into the trees. I think this is probably far enough away just for a test run. What I'm hoping is I pick up this alien nest too. That'd be cool. So one of the things I found with the mining laser drill is it tends to mine directly underneath it. It's actually got power in. I better get off. So it mines right underneath. So the thing I found is that we need to make sure we've got a little bit of a platform to stand on. And what I'll probably end up doing here is, just for ease of me being able to get backwards and forwards, I'm going to put laser mine up. A little bit of a teleport spot. Cool. J. Push the button. Turn that one off. So we're going to need to get items out of this. I've just brought a tungsten chest with me for the moment. Before this thing eats the whole world, I kind of need to get this set up. It's going to town. That's okay, because I don't have all the things set up on it, which is good. So let's set this to do this. Cool. Now, it needs power. So let's pop this block off here, and I'm just going to run it with just the one solar panel. I didn't find, well, it's a tier 8 solar panel. I didn't find any issues with this keeping up. I did a test run over near the base, which you can probably see on the map here. That one there. That's the 17 by 17 spot. So I did the test run. But yes, I want to see just what this guy can do. And I'm gonna do it by... I don't know how many of these can go on top before it runs out. Really don't know. That's probably enough for now. Let's see. Reset. It's just a few. Again, I don't know what it's going to be mining. I'm going to have to find out. I mean, 2 was 17. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got like 13 on here. I just don't know its max range. Maybe that book that I just had and left in the chest over there would tell us, because that's the actual editions book. But we'll see. I mean, like, it's still got power. It says it's mining at negative 176. Maybe it doesn't do the most amazing job. Maybe there's only 2 or 3 that it can handle. But I don't know. It's getting a decent range. It's slow. I have to admit, it's kind of slow. But we're being, you know, I'm not asking it to just get ores. I'm asking it to like bore a hole in the world just for fun. There's some chuckles in the background there. That's all part of the fun, right?
Boring holes in the world is always fun, right?
Oh, look at the quarry. I mean, like, it's not like I mean, servers don't generally like this sort of thing, but sorry, Manukari. We're having a
There's
little bit
only
of fun.
2 bases on the server, you know.
Yeah, and I'm hoping he's far enough away that it doesn't affect him as much. We'll see what happens. I mean, but as I said, like, it's mining something. How big its range is, I don't know. And again, how many of these it actually is reading, I don't know. But it's getting a fairly decent size. I mean, like, if it's popping that tree over there, mining it, I mean, negative 200's 20 odd blocks from where I am. 554. Again, we'll find out what happens after it runs a bit. It's obviously scanning out here in the middle of nowhere. Oakwood. Pick some oakwood up from somewhere. I don't know, because they're all deadwood. Again, it's got a range on it. And we'll see what it is once it bores into the world a bit more. And if this works out effective enough, we might be able to use it to get around the base. Although the slimmer quarry is going quite nicely. But yes, we'll let this run for a bit. As I said, like, if you look at the tooltip there, it's got 200,000 FE in it. This is full. This solar panel 8 generating 228 forge energy a tick is more than sufficient for what this thing needs. Look at the tooltip. I mean, it's cruising along. It's just not mine. It's not finding anything to mine at the moment. Oop, it did something. Where did you mine? I don't know. All right, bear with me. I'll be back once we make a dent. I hear leaves breaking. I just don't know where they are. Oh my gosh. Back soon. Righty. We're troubleshooting over here for the nitinol plate, however you want to pronounce it. It's sort of working, sort of not. I think it's probably out of power now. Yeah, it's out of power now. It just doesn't seem to be requesting properly. So, like, you can see the particle effects happen. They don't seem to you know, like everything should be good. It's just, I don't know. It's not. It's not. I put some manually in here to see if I could kickstart it, but it doesn't seem to want to do what we're asking it to do. And maybe it's just because it's so far out of base. But that's what we were hoping. The high speeds that Shield has set up through here. We're going to combat. It doesn't seem to be the case. Now I went and jumped and grabbed that the book from Actually Editions to look into that laser thing, and I'm very disappointed. You can only put 3 upgrades on. I've left 4 on it just to see what it does, but I don't think it's going to do anything like what I was expecting. I was hoping for, you know, super hole in the ground, and I think the other quarry is probably the better option. It's still doing its thing, and I'll probably buy a couple of ender chests to link this up, because the laser system, yeah, that's above my pay grade, I believe. Let me chop this tree down so it's out of our way. Bye-bye. Good. So yeah, you can see it's got a decent range. I don't exactly know its range. You missed. And it's going to take a while to get down to an area where we can fully see it. But as I said, the one that we test run was 17 by 17. The original is +2, and then you add 1, and I think it adds +2, and that gives you the 7, and then probably +2 gives you, I don't know, 17 on 2 on top. I don't know what the third one gives us. So we'll see. We'll let this run, and hopefully it's at least going to be this big, because it did take the top off there. Little zappy dude though, it's doing its thing. But that being said, we can now request the rocket control unit thing. So I only need 25 of them, I believe. So let's add them in. But other than that, we're kind of stuck. I need a few more low densities. I need, what, 11? 11 low densities. Can I have 11 of them, please? But other than that, we are now waiting on the nitinol. Go there. And there's our rocket control unit. And then we're kind of stuck. So I think what'll happen now is that this pack will only get updates or new episodes once a new update comes out. I think I'm going to have to put it on a pause until we get some more content for the pack, because we are literally going through the book. It's just little cleanup stuff. This portals thing, I don't know if it's been implemented. It could be, but I mean, 100 white will get some portals. It's not the end of the earth yet. But yeah, a lot of the other stuff that we're trying to set up isn't implemented yet. So as I said, I think it's time for a pause. The only thing I could do would be the launch pad, and I don't see that being a full episode at this point. So we'll be waiting until Golrith has time. That's all. It's not about badgering anyone. It's, you know, it's not a job. We don't pay him for it. We're very thankful for what he does. And he does frustrate the backsides off us sometimes, but but yeah, I mean, so far we've, you know, what, I don't even know what episode number this is. Probably check that really quickly. Where are we up to? We are up to, this would be 53. So far we've gotten quite a bit of content out of it, and I mean, there's probably 10 times as much playtime as has been recording time, especially from Chilled.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Likes to spend a bit of time. So yeah, I guess at this point, this series will go on hiatus. I'll still be playing it, and if I do come up with stuff, I'll probably still record little snippets here and there, but it may become a very disjointed episode. So, again, thank you all for watching. Comments down below. If you know how to use the laser system, please tell me, because, like, I'm now going to have to do a bunch of YouTube watching to wrap my head around the laser system. But, you know, anyway. So, yeah, comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Everybody have a good one.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, thanks for joining me again, Shield. And then,
Oh,
yeah, you can say everyone have a good one. And then we're good. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you.